Hi, my name's Alex, and I'd like to start this video by saying that I just uploaded a video about 20 minutes ago, basically introducing you to the channel, Everything Average, which is the channel you're on now, and that basically covering who's going to be on the channel, the topics we're going to be covering, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. And I'd also like to apologise for the absolutely shitty quality of that video. I tried to use the webcam of my laptop because I just assumed it would be better. So I'm actually using my phone right now, so hopefully this quality will be okay for for now. I hope it will, but this is unfortunately the best I can do at the moment. Anyway, I'll move on. Basically what this video is going to be about is metal, hard rock and metal, and their subgenres. Now, I personally don't really agree with the term subgenres. I think if it's a kind of music that's clearly a hard, sort of extreme type of music with guitar, heavy vocals, drums, all that kind of pretty obvious stuff that you'd find in metal, then it should, I think, just be classified as heavy metal. And I know there's a lot of people who disagree with that, saying that they want to know exactly what kind of metal they're into, so that when they say they like a certain kind of metal, they're not classified in as liking another metal band, which people might assume they like. But anyway, I know that might not make sense. So basically, I think it should go back to how it was in the 80s and early 90s of metal, where it was all the big bands, well, not necessarily Sabbath, but like Sabbath, Maiden, Metallica, all that kind of thing, and it was just heavy metal. That's what I would like it to go back to, personally. But then, obviously, I can understand that there's some bands that just are so different to some metal bands that you need something to differ them from one to another. As in, say you're a fan of Slayer, and you want to be referred to as a metalhead if you want. That doesn't mean that just because some people consider a band that I personally don't like at all, Black Veil Brides, someone like that, just as an example, that doesn't mean that they should be classified in as liking Black Veil Brides, because if you like this metal band, you should subsequently like this metal band, which I don't agree with, obviously, but I still do think that there shouldn't be as much of a gap, because I think it's sort of, when I started to like metal, which is years ago now, originally the thing that drew me to it was, okay, it's a good community. I have friends that like metal. They're good people, nice people. It's good music which I really enjoy, and it's a nice community to be involved in, because it is sort of more like a family. I don't mean to sound sappy like that, but it is. As in, if you like pop or the shit in the charts or whatever the fuck, Katy Perry, Justin Bieber, all that shit, if you like that, then you're sort of you're in a very, very big community of people who like that music. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're a family, because they're just sort of they don't interact with each other as much. They listen to the music, go to the concerts, maybe wear a t-shirt or two, but it's not much interaction. But with metal, a lot of metal bands, you are very happy to find, if you liked pop, you would go to someone and be like, what kind of music do you like? Pop. Oh, same. And then that's the end of it. It's not really deal breaker if you like that person. But if you go up to someone and go, oh, what kind of music do you like? Metal, you'll be like, oh, really? I like metal too. What bands do you like? And then you can hold the conversation just on that subject of metal and that kind of thing, just talking to each other, oh, what metal bands do you like? I like this. Oh, have you been to concerts? Blah, blah, blah. And I like that. I think that's very good, because it makes music, it's bigger than music. It makes music more than music. It makes it a sort of, I know this is probably a meme already or something, but it is sort of like a lifestyle, if you will. I'm trying to make it sound as good as I can, with making it simple to explain. So I think, personally, that, I know for a fact, anyway, that a lot of metal bands don't like to be classified as a kind of metal, especially Korn, who I'm a big fan of. I love Korn. They do not like to be referred to as nu metal. They are considered the founders of nu metal, and nu metal bands consist of, I don't know, Korn, Slipknot, there's a lot anyway of bands that are considered new. I've even heard Lamb of God be referred to as new metal, which I don't understand, but it's, what way do I describe it? It's I don't like it. If I think if a band themselves don't like to be classified as a certain kind of music, then why would you refer to them as that if that's not what they think they are? Like, you're not gonna refer. Say there's a rock musician, and there's an interview conducted with him, and he goes, "Oh no, I'm not rock. I'm considered pop or whatever." You're not gonna go, "Okay, well we'll still classify him as rock," because that's not the kind of music he's necessarily classified himself as. But like, yeah, say bands like Korn or whatever, they don't like to be considered new metal. They just want to be metal, which was what I would like, because every time I talk to someone who likes metal, and I'm one of the metalheads, if you will, that doesn't necessarily... I like all kinds of metal, okay? I don't classify myself as a certain kind of metalhead. I'm not one of those assholes that just listens to Pantera, Metallica and Slayer and constantly just is like, "Oh, you listen to anything a bit like that, you faggot, you're gay," whatever. It's stupid. I really don't like that at all, and I think it's a very bad way of doing it, because I like, again, saying I like being in the community of metal and not judging people. Like, there's bands like Black Veil Brides, which I really do not like, but I'm not the kind of person that would be like, "You like Black Veil Brides, I'm not going to be friends with you," or "I'm not going to talk to you, I hate your kind of music, you're wrong," because music is an opinion, not a fact. And that's what I think it should be classified as, because people are... You will see those metalheads with the big beards, long hair, and obviously not every metalhead with a big beard and long hair is like this, but whatever image you have in your head of a stereotypical metalhead, they say they have a Slayer t-shirt on, and they have camo like trousers on and big ponytail shades or whatever, and they're the kind of people that would be, again, not necessarily those people that wear those clothes or anything, but those are the people that, like, they just listen to death metal, black metal, and it's like anything less is just gay or whatever. Because one of my favourite bands is Avenged Sevenfold. Now, they're not one of the bands that people consider not metal, because they consider not metal enough, which is what some people say, which I personally don't understand. But then I also listen to the likes of Slayer. In the background you can see a Rest in Peace Jeff Hanneman poster. But then I also have Iron Maiden up here, and then I have Avenged Sevenfold. Children of Bodom, Rob Zombie. I like all kinds of metal, and there's some, obviously, metal bands, as I've stated, that I don't personally like, but that doesn't mean that I have to classify them completely apart from me, because I don't. We're all metalheads, we all like metal, so that's what I think it should be classified as. We all like metal, so we're all metalheads, which is what I think, or whatever way you, not necessarily metalheads, whatever way you want to classify yourself as. So basically what I'm trying to say is that I don't like the idea of subgenres, because I think it classifies bands too much and puts them in their own little corner of where they're like, "Oh no, that band is shit, they're not death metal, they're new metal, or they're like groove metal, black metal, sludge metal, fucking, I don't know, goblin metal." Anything, it should all just be metal, which is what I want, because I don't like, anytime I say I like Korn, people are like, "Oh, you're a new metalhead." Like, no, I'm not, because I like Slayer a lot, I like Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, like all the super metal bands that everyone knows, even if you don't like metal, everyone knows Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, blah blah blah. I like Pantera, so I don't personally like the idea of them being classified on their own. So, anyway, that's what I wanted to do. Jesus, this was going to be a 3 to 5 minute video, and it's verging on 10 minutes, so I'll wrap it up now. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, comment, share, blah, subscribe if you want, whatever. And there'll be more videos. I'm in the middle of my summer holidays. I'm still in Skill, so I'm in the middle of my summer holidays at the moment, so you can expect to see a good few videos within the coming weeks. If you're interested in hearing me talk about any other subjects, you can comment down below, or whatever you want. So basically, I'm Alex for Everything Average. Thanks for watching.